Good. So I'm gonna sit here and talking to Pop, and I'm talking about this time that we went through since March 2020. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So this time has been great for a lot of people. A lot of people sat their ass down. A lot of people got to know who they actually are. A lot of people got to reunite with their families, their wives, their husbands, their kids, and meaning like they lived in the same house but they weren't connected. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be one if you're not connected. You know what I'm saying? You can't be one under the creator if you're not connected. So this time was great for a lot of people. A lot of people who were working dead end jobs started doing their own stuff, and that's what I mean, exploring yourself, seeing what your gifts are, actually taking a chance because you had time. Pop is the government. Pop is the government. Pop is the government. So people who was trying to scam the government and all that, y'all was fucking up. But you see, Pop was giving money to people who were everybody. He was just throwing money out. Niggas didn't even have to work. People who was not working was making more money than people who was working. I heard people complaining, but even that, like the people who was complaining, is like they was complaining about people making more money than them on EDD or whatever from not working. But those people were probably at least pursuing something they wanted to do, even if it was buying a million pair of shoes. Whatever the fuck they wanted to do, they was doing it. And these other motherfuckers who were always complaining about work was still at work, like they gotta be there when nobody was there, doing nothing, wearing masks and shit, all day. Weird. Whatever. I'm not, if you, like, whatever you want to do is what you want to do. What I'm saying is this time was great for people, or was bad for people. This was literally the separation period, where Paul would say he was going to judge the cattle, he was going to judge everything. You know what I'm saying? He was going to separate. So, you see it in people's mindsets. Like, you can have, like, I was one of these people, because I see Pop in everybody. So, I will always be like, people have potential, so I always see the greatness of people, but I would discount the bad stuff that they would do to me, because I'll be like, well, maybe, like, always, like, oh, well, you know, and I will always be working on myself, like, not suppressing my anger, but breathing, like, working on that, working through that. So I wouldn't really say suppressing, because you're letting it out through your breath and everything. And that's what really got me to start talking to Pop and talking to myself, because I would literally be like, bro, I would like not. It would be like people would be pissing me off, and I didn't want to. I was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like people would be pissing me off, but instead of me being like, bro, you pissing me off, like you gotta stop doing that shit, I would just be like, I would internalize it, and I would do my breathing, because if I didn't do my breathing, then I'll be fucking like, I probably would have been like the Hulk in this bitch, and I know I am now. But I'm grateful. Like Pop always had a way for me to understand something to guide my anger or my energy, because I have the abundance. So I will always breathe. I would like hold my breath for seven. I would inhale for 7 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, and then exhale for 7 seconds. I learned that actually in the 7th grade by one of my cool ass teachers who was Filipino. He smoked weed. It was funny. I went to school in Carson, so it was a lot of Filipinos and Samoans. But anyway, back to this time though. It was a great time. So now I seen a lot of. I've been in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a homebody anyway. But as far as like my age and everything and blah blah blah, like Pop has set me down. You know what I'm saying? And then that's later on. I think I already told y'all my truck got took, my son and all this stuff, blah blah blah. But I kept growing. I went from doing cleaning windows, doing concrete, to Pop taking my son away. Then I had to heal, and I thought I was good because I got God, I got Pop, I got y'all with me. And then he sat my ass down, body slammed my shit. I had to sit down. I remember I couldn't even move for like 3 weeks. Now I understand. And then I was like trying to force myself to like want to do concrete again. Then my dad tried to sabotage me. I got back up with that shit. I started passing out my flyers and blah blah blah. I got one job, so I'm grateful he at least let me get one job, and it actually like showed me basically it was true, but it wasn't for me. So I got 250 for a concrete job. That's what I was trying to say, because I knew a way for myself. So I've always had a mind of trying to do something higher, but that wasn't for me. So after that, I told my dad, I was like, man, we gotta go. I was like, I went around my neighborhood giving out my postcards. I went around the whole man. So I'm like, and I was doing windows, and I like doing I like doing commercial windows when I was doing them, and I was giving out my cards to everybody, bro. And it was just like, I had a couple places which was cool, but it was like I was blessed, but it was just like a loop. My thoughts always been higher, so I was just one of the niggas like listen to those people, just grind every day. You got it. So I'm out there like tired, like seeing this shit, like this shit ain't even doing nothing for me, but I'm still doing it. I'm like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is a part of the grinding stage, blah blah blah. But I believe in pop, like I literally believe in Yah, like I literally believe in Yah. I read the Bible, reading the Bible, doing all this stuff every day, doing my routine, and I wouldn't see nothing from it. So what I think happened, what he seen was, I was giving myself to him, but I was starting to discount that stuff because I was living in someone else's house, and I was like, I gotta get out of here. So anyway, back to the story of my dad. I was like, man, all right. And this is my dad who was trying to sabotage me with my damn postcards. I was like, let's go to the I used to work in Playa Vista Elementary School, so I was like, it's a nice neighborhood, nice neighborhood, like nice community. So I was like, let's go over there and pass out postcards. He washed cars, so I was like, we can. Cause he like nervous to talk to people. With me, I'm like, I'll be like, shit, I'm nervous too, but I'm willing to do it. Like, I don't care, cause I know I grow. Like, I love that shit. I love the energy. So I'm like, man, we can go out there. It's like white neighborhood. I was like, shit, if dogs chase us, if niggas shoot at us, whatever, at least we get the experience. I know nobody was gonna do that shit, but it was just the fact, like, just getting his energy up. Like, we can go do this. I promise. The next day, cause I stay with my stepdad. It's a weird story. So anyway. Next day, I'm laying down. Usually I will sometimes wake up early in the morning and go clean windows, like when it's still dark out. And with this day, we were supposed to, me and my actual dad was supposed to go out to Playa Vista or whatever and pass out postcards. My stepdad, I know, like, it's weird, just stay with me. He was like, I'm laying down, and he usually was going at the time already, but he came back, he left outside, he came back in the house. And he seen me here. He was like, hey Eddie. I was like, yeah. He's like, where your truck at? I got a quick. I looked out. I was like, it ain't outside. Like, he was like, no. I looked up and that motherfucker was gone. And I was like, bro. But I didn't feel so bad because my son already got taken, so I already dealt with that. And I felt a relief actually, because this is where now I'm at, like, gain clarity of who I am. That's why I say it's better to have clarity. Then you can have confidence. If you just have confidence, that shit will wither away because you don't, you know what I'm saying? But this time was great, but like I was going to say, a lot of people still missed God. Their God, whatever God that the Creator gave their nation. They forgot to add Him. I'm not saying people didn't, because a lot of people do talk about Pop, but a lot of people didn't add Pop with them. They didn't. So they think they're still fulfilled. They're like doing different stuff. They may even be working for themselves. But if you don't have the Creator, if you don't have yourself still, like you might have done something that's still external. You might have took your energy out from a job, but then put it into yourself. But that I learned doing working for myself and working for other people. It's the same shit. I rather work for the Most High because He already has. It's written. You already know the same. You know what I'm saying? He already has it. So since I've been on my path, everything has came back that I wanted to do. I don't have to force that no more. It took a long time. I was sitting. I wanted to do stuff. It took my energy away from me. So all I could do was sit and talk and put me through pain. I went through physical pain. I went through spiritual pain, suffering. And I kept Pop. And it just got me stronger. It got me closer to Him. Every time I go through pain like that, I literally depend on Him. Like He said, He wants us to cling on Him. He says, try Him. He's one of those guys. He says, try me. Try me. He's not like them other gods or these people who be just wanting you to put blind faith. He say, try me. Like shit. The stuff that you say, whatever, try me. Like, so you can see. So y'all gotta like try Him. So what I'm saying is, man, if you didn't add God, man, start getting a relationship with Him, man. Get a relationship with yourself. And yeah, man, be legend. Y'all see it. Yeah, so y'all be great, like I always say, because y'all know y'all are. And yeah. Enjoy the day that He gave us. You dig what I mean?